Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to my Game of Thrones Legends mobile game content. So today I've had 3 or 4 people message me today and want to know what I'm using and how I'm doing on PvP. So I'm going to show you guys what I got going on and how I'm doing in the current raid season. So this has been an enigma for me. I don't really know how to explain this and what is different than last season. But last season, I decided to just stay in Gold Division 3. Because I really just did not have the time to fight everybody every second of the day to try to get a better rank and try to promote to the next division, Gold Division 2. So I decided that I would just hang out where I'm at and just farm Gold Division 3, and I would collect, let's look at the rewards for Gold Division 3. For Gold Division 3, I'm getting 8 Khal Drogo shards, 100 gold, 1 green token and 3 purple, and then some gear and some resources. You know, it's not bad. It's not a bad reward for the amount of effort that I was putting in. I felt like that was fair because I was only really attacking like once every 10 or 12 hours or so. I would go in and do my 6, and then I would just, log out because that's all I really had time for. But I tell you what, that bracket was so much different than the bracket that I'm in now. Because last time I was hovering around 15 or 16. And granted, I am doing a lot more this time than I was last time. But my bracket last time was just so much more brutal. And I just really don't get what the difference is. I guess I just got bracketed with so much more easier people this time. I don't really understand why. But in my bracket that I got going now, my whole demotion zone is nothing but people that are like 270, around 270. And for me being in the 400K, those are just cakewalks. I mean, I just put it on auto and let them go. And I don't even look at the screen because I know I'm going to destroy them. And that has allowed me to basically stay in the top of the bracket. And I don't really understand why the bracket that I got in this time in this same division as last time is so much different. I really don't get it. Because it wasn't by me fighting a battle that chose the bracket that I was in like it does for the events. If you know the PvP season, how the raid goes, whenever the season ends, it automatically puts you in another bracket, and you don't really have a choice. You don't really get to really choose your bracket that you want to go into. It picks it for you. So I don't really understand why this bracket is so much easier than the other bracket was. It's just ridiculous. It's so easy. Because this one, I'm staying top 2, top 3, and I'm basically just using my raid energy probably 3 times a day. In the morning when I get up, I hit my 6. About lunch at work, I'll hit my 6. And about right now in the evening, right as I'm recording this video, I'm about to hit my 6. Well, I've already done it, but as you can see, I've only got 1. So, but yeah, I'm not even having to spend any energy refills or anything. And I don't really understand why the difference in the bracket is so pronounced as the bracket that I was in last time. Because, I mean, the bracket that I was in last time, everybody was just scrapping like crazy to try to advance. And it just seems like this bracket is just a bunch of casuals that aren't even really trying. And I'm face rolling them all. So let me show you what team I'm using, because I'm getting a lot of questions on that as well. Let me just pick somebody here. So the team I'm using is the one that I've been using on PvP for a long time now. It's a good team and it works really good. It's not really a synergistic build across the whole board. Yes, it does have some fire elements, and I do have the bonus of the 2 Targaryens active. I think it's this one right here. I have the Realm's Delight, basically Rhaenyra's leadership ability that she creates a power up. And that's the only thing I've got going with this team. I don't have any synergies. I do have Beric creating fire stacks, Rhaenyra creating fire stacks, and then Dany taking advantage of that extra damage from those fire stacks. And then that's basically it. And then I'm putting Tyrion stand with me on Ned. Ned's going in and doing a ton of work, wrecking parties. He wrecks a whole full party, man. I mean, he just does a ton of work. So, and then I will usually put Tyrion's buff on Dany and then Tyrion's buff on himself. Sometimes I'll do Tyrion's buff on himself first so that he recharges faster. It just kind of depends on where I'm at with the stamina gauges on Ned and Dany. It kind of helps me decide where to throw that Tyrion buff each time based on the strength of the people I'm fighting, which right now in this bracket that I'm in, I'm fighting people that are around 330 at, most, because I've only got 6 stamina, so 6 energy. So I really don't have to struggle too hard in this bracket to pick easy targets. I mean, I'm just trying to get my easy wins, auto battle it out, and just get my 30 trophies off each one and get my 180 trophies total, and then just, go make a sandwich and go do something else. And this bracket has just been so easy. But this team works really good. Now, I am going to make some changes in my team coming up shortly because I've started to get some stars. Like you can see my Daenerys is 4 stars. You can see my Rhaenyra is 3. My Tyrion's 3, my Ned's 4, and I finally got my Ned up to level 200. I'm so proud of that. That took me forever. It like to killed me. Silver, I hate you. And, so that's what I've been working on. But I am going to make some changes in my party coming up this weekend on into next week. I'm currently working on leveling up my Ghost a little bit for my Ice team for the Dragon battles in my Alliance. And I've only got like 20 more levels to put on Ghost to max him out. And then what I'm going to do is, I hate to do this. I really, really hate to do this because I love Beric. He works really good with buffing Dany. But I have tried and tried and tried to get some more stars on Beric, and I just am not getting his tokens when I pull. So what I am going to do is I'm going to remove Beric, and I'm going to swap him out with Grey Worm, because I just keep getting Grey Worm shoved down my throat. He's in the summon with Daenerys, and every single time I try to pull Dany, I end up getting a ton of Grey Worm too. Because this game loves to do that to me. It loves to give me the one I'm not trying for and just say, nah, you can't have the one you want. So what I'm going to end up having to do, and I'm not really thrilled with Grey Worm, honestly, but I have him at 4 stars, which means I could take him up to 200. I have all of his epic gear except for one piece. So, and then also the gold road next time is Grey Worm, so I'm going to get more tokens for him off the gold road that I'm going to buy anyway. Plus, he's in the summon with Dany, and I'm going to be doing the summon for Dany every single time, so I'm going to end up with more of him. It's just an eventuality. And he keeps getting shoved down my throat. So I'm going to have to put him in my party, I guess, because I want to bump up the overall power of my party. And he is in keeping with the fire synergy, actually. Being he's the ally to Daenerys, they work together, and Rhaenyra will create their special ally gem. So it kind of works, but I'm just not 100% sold on Grey Worm. I don't think he's really that great, but honestly, he's just, right now, he's a big step up in power for me, because as you can see, my Beric is 2 stars, and I'm still quite a ways away from getting him to 3, and then going to 4 is going to be impossible because I'm just not getting his pulls. Plus, I don't really have that great of gear for him. I've only got like 3 items on him that's actually his subclass. I'm missing 2 of them, and I don't have his weapon. And he's not really in a summon that is, you know, relative to anything else I'm doing. So sadly, I think I'm going to have to abandon the Beric Dondarrion ship. I think that ship has sailed, and I hate that because I really liked the way he worked. But like I said, I just keep getting Grey Worm shoved down my throat. So I am going to go ahead and put Grey Worm in that party. So that's what I'm going to do. This weekend on into next week, I'm going to look at swapping out Beric for Grey Worm. And I'm going to be working on leveling up Grey Worm to 200, and then obviously working on the gear for all of this group. That will actually give me a synergy that I don't have right now, because I'll have the Daenerys and Grey Worm synergy. I'll have the Rhaenyra leadership ability still active, which will be the one that I continue to use. She will be creating their ally gem, which, let me see if I can actually see it. So with the Breaker of Chains, it replaces the vertical clear power-ups, and when activated, this gem afflicts random enemies with up to 2 fire. So it is continuing to add fire stacks to enemies up to 2. So it could be 1, it could be 2, and it's going to be random enemies. So it could be the whole party, it could be 1 person in the party, it could be 2, 3. It just depends randomly. So not really that greatest of you know, ally abilities, but it's there, and it does synergize with fire. He is her ally. I have great gear on him, so I'm just going to have to go with it. It's not really the party I want, but it's the party I've got. So basically, that's where I'm going to go. So I hope that answers everybody's questions. You guys were asking, you know, hey, what are you using? What are you planning on doing? What are you going to do in the future? What direction are you going to go? That's the direction I'm going to go, because I'm sticking with the fire build, and I really like it. And Daenerys and Rhaenyra are the backbone of that party, and Ned too. It is crazy that I have Ned in there, but Ned is just that good. So yeah, it's just what you do when somebody's that good. You use them. So for the foreseeable future, that's going to be the direction I go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, kind of a little insight into what I'm doing PvP-wise. It looks like I'm going to go to Gold Division 2 next season, so I've got like 3.5 days before that's determined, but I see myself carrying on into Gold Division 2 this time, just because I can't help it. My bracket's so easy. And we'll see what happens next time. Make a follow-up video next time, next season, to kind of show how Gold Division 2 changed from Division 3, where I'm at right now, and the power upgrade that it probably is going to smack me in the face with, and I won't be able to beat anybody, but we'll see. We'll see. So just want to tell you thank you for watching my content. I appreciate you being here. Like I always say, I know you got 10 million things you could be doing with your time, but you chose to spend it with me. I know that we all lead busy lives, and I'm grateful for you watching my content, so thank you. I want to give a shout out to my Discord community, and I want to tell them thank you for being so active and so awesome. And I want to let you know that in the description of my video, I have a link to my Discord community. We would love for you to join that and continue on in the discussion of Game of Thrones Legends with us. We chat about the game and do all kinds of fun things together. So it's a great place to hang out and talk about the game, because there just really is no other community that, you know, is growing as fast as mine is, and has the kind of people that I got. So look in the link, the description of my video for the link to the Discord, and I'll see you there. Thanks for